Hello and welcome. This is Code Files on Third Eye Africa TV, reaching you from the nation's capital, the Federal Capital Territory here in Nigeria. Thank you for joining us. This is your program where we look at issues, numerous unresolved issues, cases, trials, prolonged trials in the Nigerian courts. And you will recall recently the trial of former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello continued at the Federal High Court here in Abuja, just like 2 weeks after the adjournment at the FCT High Court on the 13th and 14th of January. A similar incident, I would say, reoccurred, like what happened in 2024, when on the 10th of December, Yahaya Bello was ordered by Justice Mariani and Neni to be remanded at the Kuje Correctional Centers. But 2 days after, at the Federal High Court, he was granted bail. Why I said similarly, it's kind of close to what just happened on the 28th of January, because as at 13th and 14th of January, when the trial continued at the FCT High Court, the case was adjourned, which is the alleged 110.4 billion trial, was adjourned to sometimes in February, around 24th and 25th of February. But however, the other trial, because it's a multiple case against Yahaya Bello that involves over 80 billion, continued at the Federal High Court. But shortly during the presentation of exhibit by the prosecution witness, and he applied for permission to travel for pilgrimage, and it was granted. One would wonder, are these not part of the factors that are responsible for prolonged and delayed trials? But that's not our subject today. I'll move away from that and move to another case that is one of the longest trials in the Nigerian courts today, which is the case involving the sentence of terrorism trial against Nnamdi Kanu. And you will recall that there is only one case that was just laid to rest recently by the Supreme Court involving Al-Mustafa in the murder of Kudirat Abiola, that was just laid to rest by the Supreme Court. Aside that case, if Nnamdi Kanu's case is appealed, it will become one of the longest trial we've had in the Nigerian court. And of course, Code Files is where we look at cases, unresolved cases, numerous trials, prolonged trials, that have, we can refer to as cold case files in our court. And this is what this program seeks to address, talking about delay in justice dispensation in Nigeria. Of course, I don't do this alone whenever it's time for Code Files. I always bring in experts to do that with me, to do a historical review of some of these trials in our court. I'll just take a pause here and go for a quick break. When I return from this short break, I'll be introducing my guest to you, who is with me here in the studio. Don't go away. I'll be back shortly. My name is Charles Agedo.
We are here to start fighting corruption. What we are doing is selective justice, using instruments of anti-corruption agencies used to file a personal vendetta. 80%, if not 90% of the people of Southeast and the Igbos are with Nnamdi Kanu, including those that are working in government, including governors of APC, senators of APC, House of Rep of APC. You got those that are terrorists with a gun. They killed Assistant Commissioner of Police, collect his gun, wear his cap and his uniform, come from negotiation meeting here in this country, videoed it. Now somebody who is making broadcast, he was just talking his own on the mouth. You got him arrested, go to his house with a armored car, kill many persons there. He ran away. You spend all you have to go and apprehend him from Kenya and kidnap him and brought him here in Nigeria. And you engage about 4 senior advocates of Nigeria to prosecute him. Should I use the word persecute? And he was convicted and sentenced for life jail. But the person who said that I killed this person, look at his uniform. He's a police officer, assistant commissioner of police. I wear his clothes. I wear his dress. Can we talk? You talk and negotiate with them.
Welcome back from that quick break. It's still Code Files on Third Eye Africa TV, your channel of choice at this time when it comes to crime prevention, investigative reporting, and of course, community safety. You can count on us when it comes to those issues that borders on security and crime watch in our country today. And today on the program, like if you followed me from the beginning, I have giving you a hint of where I'll be moving my attention towards today. During my introduction, I talked about 2 cases, but I'm going to be focusing on one, which is involving the trial terrorism charges against the sentence that was, pronounced against the, if I'm correct, I would use the word the Biafra agitator, Nnamdi Kanu, who was sentenced to life imprisonment just recently. And we are expecting, and Philas from the legal team is giving us some form of insight that there could be appeal, on that judgment. And today I have decided to bring in a legal expert who is a member of the legal team of the Biafra agitator that I just mentioned, Nnamdi Kanu, who was recently sentenced to life imprisonment. I have in the studio with me Dr. Maxwell Opara, a legal practitioner and who is a member of the legal team to Nnamdi Kanu. Dr. Maxwell, you're welcome to the program.
It is my pleasure.
I want to thank you for finding time to join me. I know you're a very busy person, and I have been on this for a very long time as well.
We thank God we're here today.
Thank you for coming. And I think we'll just begin right away. Can you just, as a member of the Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, can you give us a brief historical, review of the trial in summary over the years?
Well, I will start by explaining so that people get it right.
Absolutely.
I'm a lawyer to Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
I'm handling most of his matters, both the one they sue him personally and the one he sued them personally.
Okay.
So I'm handling some of his matters.
Good.
Just like every other lawyers.
Okay.
We have been representing Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
I've been with him since 2015.
Wow.
I know what I'm saying. So the people that I started this matter with, they have left. I know what I'm saying. So I've been with him. We have been going to court for this matter and some other matters. So when federal government, remember that many lawyers are coming, going. You know what I'm saying. So the last set of lawyers that came when the matter came down from Supreme Court and went to Honorable Justice B.F. Nyako, so he recused herself. The matter was sent to CJ. CJ reassigned it to Honorable Justice James Omotosho. We came. That was when Nnamdi Kanu now engaged some senior advocates led by Chief Kalagabi SN, Onyechi Bazon, Rokoro, Uche Njoko, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So they came about, I think we are up to senior advocates and some senior advocates and some other lawyers. So we came, we started the matter. The matter continued. The federal government started off their case and opened their case and closed their case. We filed no case submission. So in that no case submission, we were overruled. So we are at the verge of entering into defense. So the Nnamdi Kanu decided to handle the matter by himself. The lawyers now withdrew. I don't know whether you know what I'm saying.
I get you.
I may not go beyond that.
Yes, I was going to actually. I was just going to come to that at some point.
Why I decided to go into this is that so that people will not miss it. So,
Yes.
so as a somebody standing criminal trial, you may decide to handle your matter
Okay.
either on your own conviction or the advice of the lawyers handling the matter
Okay.
for you.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Now you should ask me, is it the lawyer that advised Nnamdi Kanu or Nnamdi Kanu took the decision or some other person's advising Nnamdi Kanu? That I will not go into it.
Okay.
The only thing that I can tell you is that Nnamdi Kanu decided to handle his matter, which is his right given to him by the Constitution and by the court. He has a right to defend himself.
Yeah.
And I also have handled a matter for a client. For one thing or the other, I told the client that please, you can go ahead and handle your matter. I advise you to handle this matter by yourself.
Yeah, but that was coming from you to the client.
Yes.
But this, in this case of Nnamdi Kanu, it was coming from him to the legal team.
Yeah, you remember that I told you that whether it comes from
Yes, I wanted to ask a question.
whether it comes from
yes,
the,
it doesn't
the leaders of the legal team or whether it comes from us.
Yeah.
I am not here to discuss that.
Yes.
The only thing I can tell you is that Nnamdi Kanu exercised his right
Okay.
and decide.
Because it was a right.
Yes, it was his right and decide to handle his matter.
Okay. So we'll just leave it at that. But
Yeah.
I think his case became one of the most prolonged. Aside like I mentioned in my intro, aside the trial of Al Mustafa that was just laid to rest by the Supreme Court, Nnamdi Kanu's case, if appealed, we actually definitely maybe overtake the Al Mustafa's trial in terms of when we are talking about long and prolonged trials in the Nigerian judiciary. But what I want to ask is, what do you think is responsible for this and many others? Like we have numerous of them. I have a list. I don't know whether I sent you a compendium from corruption to various all types of pending cases, pending trials. Some have been there. Some have been forgotten, some have been abandoned. But as lawyers, I know some lawyers will argue with me on this set and tell me that even if it seems abandoned or forgotten, that the case can remain for as long as possible. But my question is, what do you think is responsible for numerous prolonged trials in the judiciary today?
A lot of things can cause that. It can come from the court. If the judge is having a lot of matters, if the judge is involved in some other special matters like election petition or some other special matters, if the judge is sick, if a lot of things, I'm talking about in the court.
Yeah.
If the judge is elevated, if the judge is retired, that one is on the court. It can also come from the prosecution. If the prosecution is not diligent, if the prosecution is not coordinated, if the prosecution is going front and back by amending the charges, if the prosecution, a lot of things, or if they transfer the prosecution and get another prosecution, if some may be affected by bureaucratic bottleneck, changing attorney general, bring another attorney general, changing the DPP, bring another DPP. A lot of things can affect that. Another one is from the council. If the council decided to play game, probably when you discover that the case of your client is bad, you decided to indulge in unnecessary adjournment. That's why I cannot see that one as a flaw. It depends on the judge. There are some judges, for you to get an adjournment in their court, you must convince them. If they are said that this matter is going on today for trial, you must. I hear them say, in fact, they will tell you that any day the matter is for trial, it's for trial. And if you come that day, they will not. And if they reluctantly grant you that adjournment, it must be by cost. A very serious cost that a lawyer, they may say, you are going to pay 3 million naira as cost for, and the lawyer should pay it on or before the next adjourned date. So when they award that cost, to you to be paid by a lawyer and adjourn the matter probably for 3 weeks. Are you coming back again to ask for adjournment? And every lawyer within that jurisdiction will know the judge. Say, this is not a, just my friend said there are some courts that we call it adjournment court.
Mm-hmm.
I hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or defendant court. Do you get what I'm saying? So there are some judges that if you are preparing your house, if you have a matter in their court by this month you have started preparing because you know how serious they are. So that's why I said why I cannot use that of your prosecution and that of lawyer is the judge. If the judge that will allow you now to do this, and so these are the one of the things, the challenges. I hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Another one is the witness. If the witness is not available, if the witness is having challenges, if the witness, they will tell us that the witness is in India, in a hospital in India, suffering from cancer. Look at the medical record. And he's our star witness. This case cannot proceed without the witness. They post an affidavit establishing the facts. My Lord, please, we need January next year.
Okay, so now there are so many technicalities to it. We have figured out from our own investigations that there are some cases, that's kind of experienced this explanation you have given now. There are some other cases that seems to just scale through. Let me give you an example. In terms of corruption cases in our courts today, we have uncountable numbers of politicians. Some are former governors, some are senators, some are serving as we speak. Some of the cases, the last we heard of them is there is no continuation. Do you think we need special court to try, some special cases like we do with the election tribunal? Like, for example, corruption cases.
My dear brother, I don't believe in all those special courts. Don't we have special court for employment?
Okay.
Well, don't we have a special court for labor? National Industrial Court, labor-related matters. Go there and see the kind of adjournment you are getting. It's all about the system. It's all about the system. It's all about getting the system function. A lawyer who is writing in longhand at this computer age. Are we serious? Something that, as I'm talking now, you are recording me, am I right?
Yes, sir.
This recording that you're doing now, you can print it for me.
Absolutely.
Before I even get my car, you print it and give me.
Absolutely.
So you now see, why can't we get it done in the court?
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? The thing there is the judge. There are some most of the times when you go to court, you see some people arguing blindly. There are some matters that are not supposed to go to court. Then too, we need to amend our laws.
Okay.
There are matters that are not supposed to come to court. When you amend the law, that a matter that has to do with church,
okay,
shall be handled by a special panel or committee or tribunal set up by CAN,
okay,
Christian Association of Nigeria.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? That issue that has to do with church will go there. Whatever thing they resolve, if you are not satisfied with it, you can only appeal against it to High Court. And High Court will be the court with final jurisdiction in respect of religious matters.
Okay.
I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
Like now, I'm a lawyer. If I have a matter with the LLP, this Legal Protection Disciplinary Committee, and they give direction, in that place we call it direction, but to call it judgment, but to call it direction. They give direction against me. The only court that have jurisdiction to appeal, to hear my appeal is Supreme Court.
Hmm. Okay, so now let's get back to
Nnamdi Kanu. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you get it like this, then there are some matters, customary court, chieftaincy matters. They will start from customary court and end up in customary court of appeal.
Okay.
Sharia matters, issue that they start with Sharia court and end up in Sharia court of appeal. So the court of appeal and the Supreme Court will have time to do some other things. Issue that has to do with matrimonial matters, you start up with a high court and end up in high court. You don't need to come to this thing, to court of appeal.
Okay.
Do you know? So that the matters that are going to court of appeal and the Supreme Court should be matters of serious concern. The matter that has to do with constitutional issue and states and constitution and interpretation of it.
All right. So I get you there. So now this Nnamdi Kanu's sentence, I read recently that appeal has not been filed. So let me just ask you: are you planning to? They
are filing it now,
as we speak.
Yes, in the next 30 minutes, I think they should be done.
So, which means that case we still assume to still be on as soon as that appeal.
Of course, now his time to appeal against it will elapse in 19th of February.
Okay. Okay. So now I wanted to ask, what impact do you think this sentence has had on the Southeast? Because recently we still had issues of the governor of Anambra State having to close down a market, compelling people to go out on a sit-at-home Monday. Do you think this sentence has made any impact in the Southeast?
I should be the person to ask you that question because
I'm the one asking the question.
Now, media, you have a role to play in this issue.
We are playing our role.
Now, if you play your role, you should know that 80%, if not 90% of the people of Southeast and the Igbos are with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They love him. They support him. They are convinced in what he's doing. When I said 80%, if not 90%, I'm talking about A. If you have 70 and above, is it not A? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
That's A. They start grading A by 7 from 70.
Yes.
So they are with him. I know what I'm saying. They believe it. Forget about every Igbo person. When I mean every person, I'm talking about majority. And when I'm talking about majority, I mean higher majority. They are in support of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, you may be hiding. Because those of us that are coming out, we are the people that will tell you. We get calls, we get ideas, we get support. We know what we are talking about. They are in support of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, including those that are working in government. Majority of them that are working in government, in Villa, they are in support of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because one, listen, let me tell you, you cannot cover the truth. The day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was convicted and sentenced, Mr. Charles, go to, I didn't mean that you are in a Southeast. Call people from the Southeast, they will tell you. No family were happy. It was like that for complete 2 weeks. Even as I speak to you today, some people have not even come out of that shock and that trauma, that anger. We are the people receiving the call now. We are the people that are getting the messages from people. Because they know that we are the face they are seeing. Because other people cannot come out. Either as a result of what you are getting from government, the position you are occupying, including APC. Including governors of APC, senators of APC, House of Rep of APC, from Igbos. They are with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
So could that be part of what was responsible for the honorary citizenship that we...
That one is abroad, though.
Yeah.
That one is the Obibo. Is given...
I wanted to ask, was it influenced by Igbo's residents?
No, you don't need to influence. Influence what now? If you are good, you are good. If you are not good, you are not good. If there has, tell me one person that have met Mazen Nnamdi Kanu one-on-one, either in DSSS or the people that met him. If you are speaking against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when you start with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, in fact, you are ready to die because of what he believes. He is honest. He is intelligent. He is focused. He has all it takes to be a leader. Of course, he is not God. He has his own shortcomings as a human being.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that you see somebody that hates the wife, every time we'll be talking about the bad aspect of the wife. If you see somebody that hates the husband, we'll be talking about the bad aspect of the husband. He will never talk about the good aspect.
Absolutely.
If you see somebody that hates the brother, you will see somebody that hates the parents. You'll be talking about what the parents did not do. But you will not talk about the good ones the parents are doing. And that's why, when my father was alive, he will tell me. Anybody who don't get power to fight will say that his brother is looking for trouble.
Mm.
When they're beating your brother, you fight. And that's why I gave it to the people of the North. No Northerner will condemn his own. Buhari dealt with Northerners for 8 years. He showed them pepper. For 4 years, when he came back the second time, they supported him. Had it been that Buhari came back to Northern, they would have supported him. Irrespective of the fact that this guy is not helping you people. It was during his time that they declare the northern states as the headquarters of poverty in Nigeria. Yet they are still supporting him. But my own people, I will a people who will be looking for. In fact, if he give you money to go and register WAEC, you get 7 credits and fail 2. You will say, look at an idiot that I wanted to help. We will not encourage. It is our nature. So when you see some persons criticizing Nnamdi Kanu, what is he fighting for? He's not even fighting for only the people of the Igbos. He's fighting for the betterment of this country. Go and check his comments when he started. Not when the federal government of Nigeria, led by President Buhari, destroyed the country. When he militarized the struggle by sending Operation Python Dance to go to Southeast. In his compound, they killed 38 persons and left with 13 corpses. They were killing people like fowls. That somebody is agitating. I want Biafra, carrying flag. I want Biafra. Instead of you to address all those issues that gave rise to the agitation, so that the agitation will die naturally, you now use force and start killing. To an extent, killing innocent persons. The day they went for Nnamdi Kanu's house to go and keep people there. If you are going to that Afara, after that government house, there's one mad woman that normally stay there to dance. They kill that woman. Mm. People, small children, people that are selling hawking, they kill some of them. For what? What is that? That somebody is saying, I want Biafra. Instead of you to address the issue, you decided to militarize. That was when some people now, you cannot see your people being angry, being killed like fowl, and you fold arms. As if that one is not enough, they use bandits and terrorists flooded in the southeast, raping people. People cannot also warn everywhere. Do we fold our hands? The people that call themselves our leaders couldn't do anything because Amotoko in Ondo, the Yorubas have started, the people that are called, they started. Nnamdi Kanu was expecting these people to start and they could not. That's why he decided to come up with ESN, Eastern Security Network. Go into the bush, make sure that nobody is in the bush. And they started, they were doing well. They were doing well. So in order, the same people of the same leaders of Southeast, in order to say, this guy is taking over, instead of them to take over that structure and protect your destiny, at least take the message, forget about the messenger. They started arresting all those innocent members, and now brought criminals. So when they commit crime, you ask them, they say, we are members of IPOB, we are members of ESN. So DSSS now use it and start arresting innocent persons.
Okay. I think that's one of the fears the government is always having when it comes to protest and all of that, being hijacked.
No. It's when you say that a protest is being hijacked, it shows that you are incompetent. Is it because we are in an unserious country? When somebody said that he's going to do a protest and you say that you are afraid for it not being hijacked, which means you have shown that you are incompetent, you should resign. It's a grant for impeachment.
Yeah, because you're supposed to protect the protesters.
Is it not a grant? Is it not a grant? There was a time I was in the UK. They said that there was one match they wanted to play. UK, I can't remember that. It's a very serious distance. They said that people are going to come out to the stadium to watch the match. They want to use that opportunity to arrest those without paper. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In fact, I learned that either they reduced the price or there's something happened. I don't know how they gave the story. So, for people to come out
in mass,
so that they can be able to arrest those without papers,
yeah,
and deport them back to their country. that thing got leaked. People started to stay back. So when somebody said that you are going to protest, and you have heard that some people want to hijack it, that thing is what we call criminals want to hijack it. That is what we call intel. Is an information given to you. You should even encourage that protest to go so that you can use that protest
and sieve out the criminal element
and deal with them.
All right. So now let's just pause it there. We have been in the studio in the last 25 minutes or thereabout with Dr. Maxwell Opara, who is one of the legal counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. And we are here to actually look at judicial sector delays and prolonged trials, which is kind of common with our justice sector here in Nigeria. At this point, if you have missed that first half of that interview, ensure that when we get back from this short break, you stay with us, because we are going to be going into some special areas which has to do with public perception about the judiciary itself, the clear sincerity on the part of government in fighting corruption and crimes in our country. Don't go away. We're just going to go for a quick break. We'll come back. It's still Cold Files on Third Eye Africa TV. We'll be back in a moment.
I report. Have you ever witnessed a crime or suspicious activity around you? Don't stay silent. Take action. You can now report crimes easily by sending videos to us on I Report. Record a video and a brief narration of the incident with the location and send to 0701 372 8007 on WhatsApp only. Your action could help save a life or stop a crime in progress. Stay alert, stay safe, be the voice, take a stand. I Report, only on Third Eye Africa.
Welcome back from that quick break. It's still Cold Files on Third Eye Africa TV, and in the last 25 minutes, about half an hour or thereabout, we have been in the studio with a legal practitioner, a very senior lawyer, Dr. Maxwell Opara, who is a legal practitioner here in Nigeria, and also one of the lawyers to the just sentenced Biafra agitator, Nnamdi Kanu. And we've done the first half of this program, and this second half, I want us to just quickly do a review of the performance of this administration. Though it's not peculiar to this administration, successive government, previous government, I beg your pardon, have had their own fair share in terms of, numerous delays in trials, corruption trials, criminal trials. We have congestions in our correctional centers. And just recently, a lot of people criticized the vice president on the social media over a comment made about the people of Palestine in Gaza, advocating for multiple states being created over there. And the criticism was like, is this not double standard? How dare you go out there and propose separate states for peace to reign? And here over in Nigeria, we are doing the opposite, kind of, by clamping down on those that want to, kind of agitate for their self-determination or actualization, rather. I want to ask Doctor, I beg your pardon, Maxwell Opara. I'm so used to calling you.
I'm also embarrassed. I'm also embarrassed.
Yeah, but I called you because in the media, let me just clear this. In the media, there are just titles that we don't go with. Those titles that have to do with chief, and the rest of them, JP and the rest of them, we keep that. But when it comes to, doctors, especially when you obtain PhD,
not honorary,
not honorary. So we ensure that we always attach that to address you, and that is why I quickly apologized and retraced.
And the thing gladdens my heart, because I saw Pepe at the University of Abuja.
Wow!
So when the day they awarded it, so I said, please I need this thing.
Yes. So thank you. Thank you again for finding time to join us on the program. So I want to ask you, do you think the Tinubu's administration has, kind of stand firm and tight, sincere, and fair against the fight against in the fight against corruption?
Well, they told dog that there is a party going on in their compound. He said he has never seen bone on the ground.
Okay.
So, to me, I may be wrong. We are here to start fighting corruption. What we are doing is selective justice using instruments of
anti-corruption
agencies need to file a personal vendetta. Because one, corruption starts with what you are even doing. You got those that are terrorists with a gun, with a machine gun, with this thing, they killed Assistant Commissioner of Police, collect his gun, wear his cap and his uniform, come from negotiation meeting here in this country, videoed it. You saw them. Buhari did it. They did it under Buhari government. They also did it under this government. Now, somebody who is making broadcasts, you never arrested him with any knockout, banger. He was just talking his own on the mouth. You got him arrested, go to his house with a armored car, kill many persons there, he ran away. You spend all you have to go and apprehend him from Kenya and kidnap him and brought him here in Nigeria. And you engage about 4 senior advocates of Nigeria to prosecute him. And they did everything humanly possible to prosecute him. Should I use the word persecute? And he was convicted and sentenced for life jail. But the person with the gun who said that I killed this person, look at his uniform. He's a police officer, Assistant Commissioner of Police. I wear his clothes. I wear his this. Can we talk? With his gun, you talk and negotiate with them. Some will say, we are paying ransom. Some will say, they have repented. You reintegrate them. You pay them. Simply because this person is from this tribe. This person is from this tribe. And this person is from this tribe. The person that is from this tribe, whom you hate, you say, deal with them. How do we take you? How do we take that government?
So you believe there is selective trial?
I'm asking you now. You're a journalist. And I'm asking you. I show you. I drop it here.
I'm the one asking the question.
Yes, yes. Because people are watching us. People are watching us. Because there are some questions that you're supposed to say it as it is. No country move forward by all these things that you are doing here. We travel outside. All those Europe that are going, all those America. My brother, some people laid their life on it and they got it right. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because we refuse to talk. You don't say that thing here. What are you not saying here? Don't say it. You are a liar. What are you not saying? What are you not saying? That thing the person is saying, just this thing I gave you now, is it a lie? It happened. The videos are there. And you're asking me, are they fighting corruption? What kind of corruption are you fighting? Are you telling me that all these people that are serving you, because after social media said immediately you jump into APC, you are seen and forgiven. Are you telling me that these people, both former governors, former senators, including those that are not under immunity that are serving, are you telling me that they don't have petition against them? Are you telling me that you wait for petition where the EFCC Act, ICPC Act, Police Act has given you the power to initiate investigation? You have not done anything in your life. You just jump into politics in 1999. Democracy that you don't even know the people that laid their life and fought for democracy. You are building mansions. You are moving with cars worth of billions of naira. and nobody has asked you a question. Nobody has asked you a question. Are you not a criminal? You are a criminal. You are a criminal and you should be investigated. Because one of the attributes of corruption is that if you can not account the money. I learned somebody posted it. I don't know whether it's true or a lie. Say Malami said my income is 1.4 billion a month. In order to justify all this wealth he looted and accumulated. Is it not an instance? Somebody who was an SAN. What have you practiced before you become an SAN? What were you? Before you become councillor, before you become local government chairman, before you become State House of Assembly, what have you? So these are criminals. So, but there are some people that are untouchable because of their affiliation, their fraternity with the power that be. So if you fail to, had it been that those people that are fighting, that are facing all these criminal corruption charges, had it been that they started from that distance and be supporting the president, nobody will prosecute them. I know what I'm saying now. If they say that I'm telling lies, let them start investigation of all these people that are moving around. Guy, you have this thing. He said, can you tell us how you managed to get it? What was their salary? The highest paid person in Nigeria, I think it should be the president, am I right? The same president. How much is the money?
How long will it take for them to accumulate?
What means you looted? And in what do you call it? In advanced country, people that are serious. If you go and buy, let's say you purchase wine of, let's say, £2,000 as a civil servant, as a public office holder, you are leaving that office immediately. I'm saying, you see footballers, you see surgeons, farmers. These are the people that made the money. Athletes. I'm saying, they eat because everybody knows how much they are being paid every week. Not a politician.
Okay, so the judiciary, they say, is the last hope of the common man. And some of that also said justice delayed is not justice denied. Those two statements, do you still think they are practicable in the Nigeria of today? Do the judiciary still stands at the hope of the common man? And do you think justice delayed is not somehow justice denied?
Well, when you're talking about judiciary consists of the bar and the bench, the lawyers and judges. Mm-hmm. So which I'm a part of them. Good. Now, there are good judicial officers. There are good lawyers. Okay. There are bad judicial officers. There are bad lawyers. And why that of judiciary is paining everybody is that when executive is corrupt, you run to judiciary for correction. When legislature is corrupt, you run to judiciary for correction. When anybody is misbehaving, but when judiciary is corrupt, where will you run to? That will be the end of the society. That is why the thing is paining everybody. I just want to say, we are talking about justice. And we are talking about substantive justice.
Absolutely.
You are in this country. You are a human being before you become a judge. And you know that this thing is wrong. This election is rigged. And you have something towards showing that the election is rigged. Yeah. You shouldn't dwell on technicality. Yeah. You shouldn't dwell on technicality. Let me just use 2023 presidential election as an instance. I, Maxwell, voted for House of Rep, voted for Senate, voted for President. And that of House of Rep, you counted it. The same time, the same more distance, you counted that of Senate. You said there is a technical hitch. Is that result supposed to fly? It's not supposed to fly. It's not supposed to fly. You should stand up to get it right. My father told me, and I quote, when somebody is dancing in the road, something that is playing music is in the bush. And when a blind man told you that, do whatever thing you want, I will stone you, know that he's already matching one stone.
So that could be interpreted as the next question.
Before you see politicians messing up,
and then you go to court,
they have known the position of the judiciary. But if our judiciary are proactive, activism, nothing will happen. Get it right. Heaven will not fall. You're already a judge. What is somebody going to do for you? You're already a judge.
Yeah, but some school of thought, like a lawyer I brought here, was talking to me about the way forward of this could be absolute independence for the judiciary. Because when the judiciary is depending, when you have a minister building quarters for judges, when you have a minister building estate for judicial officers, how do you want, they say he who pays the piper dictates the tune.
Now,
so where can we start from moving forward?
Because the judiciary failed to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay, what were they supposed to do?
Let me just tell you. I continue to say this thing. I'm a Christian. And I want a situation whereby at the last day, God will say, Maxwell, you're a sinner, but because of this, just come. Let me see one thing, God. That's why when I have opportunity to speak the truth, I will speak it. Do I say that I'm a saint? I'm not a saint. But there are some things that we will see. You say, can this thing happen? You are a judge before you become a human being. The judge, I ask, are you people happy with the way the country is? A country that is being blessed, I'm getting to a question, a country that is being blessed with human resources, natural mineral resources, people with intelligence, talents, and things are going on like this. Can't you, on your own, I learned that Dubai people did it. The Dubai people, United Arab Emirates, came on their own, say we must make this place work. I have not been there before. In 1978, I learned that 1978 or thereabout, that place was a desert.
Mm-hmm.
But they came on their own, say, guy, we must get it right. Chinese people came on their own, say that we must get it right. Can't the judiciary come, say, no, enough of this rubbish. Take to hell with your house, to hell with your car. Let hunger kill us. You are wrong. You are right. Go and do it. I don't know whether you know what I'm saying. This election, 2023 election, whenever I remember 2023 election, I cry. Because Nigerians tried to get it right. Nigerians tried. I gave it to Nigerians. They tried to get it right. One person, only one person frustrated that effort. I don't know how they go to bed and sleep. I learned that the person who threw that missile at Hiroshima, in Japan, the person who prepared that bomb or this thing, when he discovered the damage the thing did, he committed suicide. That's what I heard, though. I don't know whether it's true.
Mm-hmm.
When you discover the damage you have done, do you go to bed to sleep?
Conscience.
Because Nigerians came out. I continue to say it anywhere I go. My elder sister left my house 5:30. My house before, unlike her, 5:30, all of them, they moved my house. They are renting seat. Where people who are canopy will sit down. They were going, contributing money, buy mineral and malt. I'm telling people. After that incident.
Okay, so as we begin to close home now.
The point I'm making is that judiciary has the knife, they have the yam in this country now. If they want to get it right, they will get it right. How can somebody tell you that your own regulation, you made the regulation, the law. Regulation is a law. This is how it's going to be. And people follow their own regulation. And the person don't follow the regulation, which you say that is a law. And you accepted such a defense. Why did you make that? Why did you convince people? Are you getting where are you? Because had it been that the judiciary let some of them remove technicality. Charles, if they tell you the person who won election 2023 will say it, except you don't want to speak the truth. You know. Forget about what they announced, but you know, your conscience, leave that one. If they ask you to stay in your altar and know that you're a Christian, to speak the truth, God is watching you. You speak the truth before God. You know the people that won election in Nasarawa. You know the who won in Jos. You know all those things.
All right.
That's why you cannot say it is that because Supreme Court has decided.
Yes, because we have laws, we have institutions,
and they have decided.
We have the electoral umpire. So now
we don't have options.
Yes, as we are, I want you to finally give us your parting shots now. you know, we have judiciary is just an arm of government. We have the legislatures there who have to also tinker with the laws like you mentioned earlier, that a lot of things have to do with amendments of our laws. We both agree on that on this set today. And because it is the law that we have that the judiciary will work with. So
I disagree with you.
Yeah, but you said earlier that
I'm telling you that the judiciary is there to interpret the law.
Yes, but you said we have to amend some of our laws too.
Yes, I mean for judiciary to have a jurisdiction.
Yes, that's the point I'm making.
The law we have is enough for judiciary to work.
Okay, so you mean
judiciary? Listen, do you know that Supreme Court is a policy making court?
Okay.
Whatever thing the Supreme Court said is a law.
Yeah, it becomes a precedent.
Do you know that the court has nullified some sections of the law and said that this one is not supposed to be law. It is inconsistent with this. This one is supposed to be expunged.
So when similar cases like that go to other lower court, it's supposed to just be based on that precedent and pronounce a judgment.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like when you said any regulation, you can't make this regulation and you are agent. Went to the radio, tell them that people building people's hope come. It's going to be happening in this way. It's going to be happening in this way. These are our regulations signed by you, which the act gave you the power to even make regulation on how to conduct yourself. And the same person now did not use it. And somebody now came to your court to challenge it. You have opportunity to correct it so that another person will not. Do you know why people are clamoring for amendment of the Electoral Act? Okay, let me just, I will round off with this. We have card reader. Have you forgotten that card reader?
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know why that card reader did not work that time?
Yeah.
Because they said that it was not captured in the Electoral Act. Yeah. Now, we now captured it in the Electoral Act. What happened? You said that it's not compulsory that it must be transmitted. Who is interpreting this thing? It's not good. In fact, we don't even need this particular one. Had it been that those judges that time insisted that it's a card reader, it must go for us to get it right. That's what I'm telling you. Society that you are moving smoothly, watch their judiciary. Do you know that Trump would have set America on fire? Had it been that they don't have a strong judiciary? Yeah. Trump was coming up with an executive order. Immediately he filed that executive order.
The judicial counters
it. Immediately, by now, Trump don't want to even see any person with black skin in America. But because of they have a strong judiciary, that's why he cannot do some funny things. This one, they're even campaigning that amend the letter act, amend the letter act, amend the letter act. If you amend the letter act, and the judiciary did not give that electoral act a pronouncement that will achieve the ultimate goal of amending it, we are still in 2031. We'll still come out back. It doesn't work like that. A society cannot move on like that. When you have a strong, fearless judiciary, my dear brother, like my very self, you see me now. You see me. The other day I was with representing FCT workers. I said, I don't have anything. I don't even need much in this world. What I need is someone like me. I eat once every day. What do I need? I have my Ketu camera and this thing that I'm using. What do you need? That you cannot speak the truth as it is. How I say, Max, the way you are saying all these things that you are saying, you will not get an SAN. But God has given you law. You are already a lawyer. The one God gave you, what have you done with it? Before we now talk about SAN.
Because we have had SANs that are involved in corruption scandals. I know the time might not permit us to deal with some certain issues. I'll definitely bring you back.
The point I'm making is that let our judiciary, let them know that God gave them there. Do you know a judge is semi-God. That's why we call them my Lord.
My Lord.
My Lord means my owner, the owner of my life.
Yeah.
That's why I call my Lord Jesus Christ. My Lord Almighty, the owner, Onyenwem, in Igbo land, we call it Onyenwem. Because when you appear before him, you are there at his mercy. If you appear, I hear what I'm saying. So that's why as my Lord pleases. So you should also know that somebody you are representing is watching you. Whether you believe it or not. Whatever thing that you do here, you are going to account for it. When somebody did not commit anything, don't leave that person. Leave the person I saw him the other day. He was criticizing judiciary. I'm going to deal with him. It's wrong. You have children. You have grandchildren. And then, I mean, most of them are not here. May not be here with you. They may be there. And somebody may treat them like that. What goes around comes around. When you need this person, now people came out, some lost their life to vote for this person. And you know. And somebody's coming to engage the best lawyer to come and defend something that he did not win. And you will say, no, I have children. How many years are we going to live in this world? So these are the issues, my message to them. Let us get it right, including my co-lawyers. I will tell them. The other day we are telling, when we are representing FCT workers, I tell Wike, you don't do this kind of thing. Take it easy. Life is not like that. When you are the minister for FCT, it's not by your own power. If God don't want you there, God will not put you there. Now that you are there, just take it easy. Don't intimidate people. Don't speak like you are God. Without me, na me, na you, me, you, only you. No. And some people now give it another interpretation. Say I'm insulting Wike. Say I'm not insulting. I'm just telling the true fact. That's the only area to help him. In fact, those of us that are even criticizing this government, just let me round off. See, when Obasanjo was dealing with Tinubu, when he was Lagos State governor, since his allocation, we protested. We protested for him. When Chibika Amechi, because he was serving under Buhari that time, he used the army, the soldiers, to go and be killing people and intimidating Wike in Port Harcourt, in Rivers State. I criticized it. I was in various television stations criticizing against it. You don't do that. That is the only area where I don't need anything. I'm doing well in what I'm doing. I'm a very comfortable person. God has given me anything to do to survive.
All right, Dr. Maxwell Opara, if I give you time to go on and on, we'll be here for the next 2 hours. I know time will not permit us to go through everything you really have to say when it comes to correcting some of the ills in our society today, especially in the judicial sector and in our politics. And that is where we'll be rounding it up today. I've had Dr. Maxwell Opara, a legal practitioner who has joined me in the last 55 minutes to take a look at issues surrounding delayed justice, prolonged trials in Nigeria. And of course, if you have joined me from the beginning of the program, you agree with me that you have enjoyed my time with Dr. Maxwell Opara in the studio today. And Doctor, I think I will find time to bring you again to, there are many issues that we need to take a look at one after the other. You have raised so many issues, and I would like us to dissect it one after the other. I hope when I call you,
I'm always available.
It's a pleasure having you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
And viewers, and that is where we call it a wrap on the program today. Don't forget, it's Code Files, and your channel of choice is Third Eye Africa TV. So join us same time, same station next time. Until you come your way again, remain safe wherever you are.